back to the Crochet Crowd. So, my friends at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host, Mikey. Today here is the tulip stitch. It's different from the flower stitch. The flower stitch is flat. The tulip stitch, it looks like flower bulbs that are sticking out. And when you're doing this concept, this will really jump out at you. It uses more yarn than the other stitch. And this here is the tulip stitch. You'll see that it is a one-sided pattern. The other side looks like this on the back. So this would be really cool and also really nice entry probably for a craft fair and etc. You just have to choose the colors. Now the tops of the flowers, they can be variegated, which would look great. The leaves can be any color you want to. And there is a sequence of actually 6 rows to make this. And I'm just gonna teach you what that sequence is. And I'm gonna leave the creativity for you on how big that you wanna go in the width and how high you wanna do it. And then you can just make a quick little border if you want. So let's begin to show you this process. So I'm just using a 5mm hook with some Red Heart Super Saver. So I'm going to chain a multiple 3, so you can decide how much you want to do. So go 1, 2, and 3, and decide, is it big enough, yes or no? If not, go again. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So you can lay this chain against something if you want to match the bed or a sofa or just something for yourself. So once you have a long enough chain and it is in the multiple of 3, you're ready to go for row number 1. Row number 1, you're going to go second chain from the hook, and you're just going to single crochet in each of the chains going all the way. If you don't want to do the back hump of the chain like you're seeing, just do the regular one. That's up to you, and I'll leave that creative edge for you to be able to figure it out. Single crochet in each chain all the way back for row number 1. Once you're all the way back to the other side, we're going to end our color, and the next row we're going to start and do the leaves of your plants or of your flowers. So let's just pull that through and lock it. You can deal with your tail ends later. Turn it around and let's do row number 2. So in row number 2, we're going to just go into the very first stitch, and you're just going to attach it for me. So with the slip stitch and then chain 3. And the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So when you're starting, you're going to skip the first stitch only, go to the second and apply a V stitch, and that'll be a double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet into the same stitch. Now the sequence to go all the way across now is you're going to skip 2 stitches, go to the third, and do a V stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the same. So then skip another 2, go to the third, and you keep going across your work like that. So please do that, and I'll see you at the end of the row in a moment. So coming all the way across, you have your last V stitch in, you'll have 2 stitches left. Skip the next stitch and go right into the last with a double crochet. And this will be the end of this color. So just snip it off, weaving it in later, and we're gonna move on to the next row, which will be the tulip bulbs itself. Let's begin that next. So turn your work and let's get started. So let's get started, and we're just gonna attach a new color to the first one, and I need you to chain, once it's attached, we're gonna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 is a double crochet, and the extra one, the 4th one, is a chain 1 space. Just remember that for the future. See these V stitches? The middle chain 1 space is where we want to play, and we're going to apply a 5 double crochet popcorn there. So to do that, yarn over, and you're going to apply 5 double crochets into the same space. So the popcorn is a 2-step sequence. Once you have the 5, just kind of release it, and you're going to come into the first one of the group in the 5 from the front to the back. And I just use this finger, and I kind of just, when I pull it, I kind of push with that middle finger, my driving finger, and I push it forward, and then I chain 1 to lock. And my finger's still inside. Helps just kind of form a nice shape. I can remove my finger and now chain 2. So don't think that the chain 2 includes locking the popcorn. It doesn't. So now you're going to jump to the next V stitch here, the middle, and you're going to apply 5 double crochet in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, drop, go to the first one, pick it up, pull through, chain 1 locks it, and now chain 2, 1 and 2, and then move on. I'll show you one more time. So 5 double crochet into the same spot. So this makes it really three-dimensional. So if you like texture, you might love this. Okay, drop, first one, pick up, pull through, chain 1 to lock, and then chain 2. So you could technically just say the lock plus the 2, just say chain 1, 2, 3. You can do that. So continue along, and I'll see you near the end of the row to show you how to finish. So I'm about to finish the last popcorn here. Chain 1 to lock, and after it's locked, only chain 1 after that, and then you're going to double crochet into the top of this turning chain. And that will conclude that row, and now you have your flowers all made, and now we're going to do 4 rows of single crochet before we return back to do this over and over. So let's do that. So get rid of this color and flip it, and you can use any colors you want to. They just have white here. White in my house with my dogs is not a great idea, but anyway, that's what happens when you own pets, right? So you're just going to attach to the top of the first double crochet, and what you have to watch out for is that you're going to pull through, chain 1, and single crochet. Remember what I said to you is that there's a chain 1 space that is before the cluster, so you have to go into the space first, single crochet, and then you're going to go to the top of the cluster for the next one. And so we know that these are all chain 2 spaces now in between each one of these, so you're going to apply 2 singles into each, and then 1 in the top of the flower. Okay, so 2 into the space, and 1 into the flower. So you'll do this all the way across, and the other 3 rows are just single crochet row, but this is the one that gets you established to get it to be lined up perfectly so that you'll have success in the future. So once you get to your last popcorn here, don't forget there's a chain 1 space that you really can't see, but it's here. So put 1 in the space and then 1 in the top of the third chain up. And you're going to turn your work, and you'll see that will equally balance everything out beautifully. So the next 3 rows are all going to be the same. I've just chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way. So what I'm going to do is that I'll meet you back here in just a few moments from now, and then we'll talk about sequence, and then that will be it for today's tutorial. So as I'm crocheting the 4th row in white, so I did it the first time in going in the space, and then this is the end of the number 4th row after that. Okay, so you're just going to continue to go across, and then you're just going to restart the sequence again. So you'll make the leaves once again with the V stitches, and then you'll add in your tops of your tulips for that. So at the end of the 4th row, so you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 after the tops, you're just going to restart the sequence over and over. I would recommend to you that once you're finished with the height of it, just probably do about one or 2 rows after. So filling in the space, and then 1 more after, and then you can just say safely it will look balanced. If you want to do a crochet border, I would just do single crochet all the way around, put 3 in the corner, make it simple. The pattern work itself is actually beautiful on its own, so overdoing it with the border may not do you any favors in the end. So this is the tulip stitch, and hopefully you enjoyed today's tutorial. You can let me know in the comments. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.